All right, everyone, welcome back. Continuing on with my retrospective marathon, what we're going to do is watch some of my travel vlogs this time. This is actually going to be from October of 2010. This was the very first time ever that I went to any kind of like a comic convention in my life, except one exception. I had gone to San Diego Comic-Con in 2007 when I had participated in a Street Fighter tournament, and the finals were actually being held inside San Diego Comic-Con, so I got a free badge to get inside San Diego Comic-Con because I had earned it for being top 8 in a Super Turbo tournament. But outside of that, I had never been to a Comic-Con before. So this is like my very first experience as just attending a normal Comic-Con. I believe I went with a couple of my friends, if I remember correctly. So, alright, here we go, guys.
So what you're seeing right now is the line to just get into this place. It goes all the way around 34th Street, all the way around the block. They've got us going down into this parking area. You walk from here all...
That's my friend Ryan Lee, who longtime rivals in Street Fighter. We were both from the same area of Connecticut, and he was always a top player, and I was always a top player, so we kind of went back and forth for a long time, being some of the best players in Connecticut at Street Fighter. And we decided to attend this together.
All the way around there and then inside. And inside there's about probably a gigantic line of several thousand people as well. Keep in mind, all these people already paid for their tickets. So they're walking here to pick up their tickets.
Stupid. Just let you in because you already paid for your freaking thing.
Well,
right.
if they had an online system where you could print a ticket, but they don't have that. Probably because they're afraid of forgeries. So as you can see, it goes all the way down this long corridor.
Oh my god. This is so dumb. This is everyone who bought tickets online and they can't get in. You have to wait in like an hour line to get inside the Comic-Con because they wouldn't let you have your tickets, print them out, and just go in. How dumb. By then, I would assume it's better. I think by now they probably figured it out. Because remember, I'd say probably the early 2010s, like 2009 through like 2011, was when pop culture, comic books, video games were blowing up. This is when the Marvel movies were becoming super popular and stuff. So now Comic-Con's probably so insanely popular and full of attendees and money, they have to fix this system. Maybe this was like the first year where it blew up and they weren't expecting this kind of attendance or something. I don't know.
Just in this line there has to probably be about...
Record over there. Up the stairs.
Oh, I already did, and that goes all the way around this area here, but you can't see up there.
There's like a long ass line too.
Keep in mind, this is like the first half of the line.
Popsicle says they mail you digital badges in advance now. There you go. That must have freaking sucked, dude. Like, imagine if you didn't buy your ticket online.
Inside, there's just as long.
Yeah, Derek, I think the wait was about an hour to get in. No lie, probably about an hour.
So, if you're going to any comic convention like this, you better be very patient. You better be able to stand and walk for long distances.
Bleach. Oh, you don't watch Bleach.
You need to be physically fit.
You be able to dodge large metal pipes that are just unexposed here, illegal liability. In fact, I should just kick this and sue.
It's a...
Alright, so we'll check in again when hopefully we're a little bit closer to the front of this line, which should probably be like an hour.
Okay. So I think I have to do each one of these manually for some reason, even though I have a playlist. Yeah, I have to do them manually. Stupid. There's no, like, play all button. Yeah, look, there's not. This is stupid. Okay.
Alright, so what we got here is some...
The first original Marvel vs. Capcom 3 footage, guys. This was the first footage of the game. This is before the game had even been released, okay?
Fresh build gameplay of Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
By now, we've seen ridiculous amounts of hours of this game, but this is before it was released. No one knew what the hell they were doing.
Huh? Oh, I know. Iron Man, Dante.
Get on next. Coming in the fires from hell.
It's actually on joystick. Oh shit.
Interdimensional character in the Doctor Strange universe. Distant cousin with Mephisto.
There's that character from Okami, whose name I cannot pronounce.
Alright, I don't think we need to watch too much of that. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. There's more of that. Alright, here's Stan Lee. Stan the man.
I have a very far away view of Stan Lee. Funny story, like 5 seconds ago we were up against that stage and didn't know he was coming out. And we walked away, and then there he is. But bad timing is what that's called.
I knew something was suspicious because everyone was gathering around.
Right, and there was nothing going on.
Nothing there.
It's like, why is everyone gathering here? Damn it. Alright, well, what are you going to do?
All that live and learn.
Poor Stan Lee. I miss him. I think we all miss him. He's a great guy. Alright, figures galore. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, Mega Man figurines. Dragon Ball. These are everywhere now. Like seriously, like this seriously was like the time when pop culture, like anime, comic books, or comic book movies I should say, video games was all going mainstream. So like you go to Comic-Con, you would see this stuff. Wow, this is cool. Now I go anywhere. There's a store in my local mall that has all this shit that you can buy there. That like that didn't used to exist. Now it's like everywhere. So BWT is asking, can we see the WrestleMania vlogs? As I said before, sadly most of the WrestleMania vlogs were destroyed. WWE claimed them and gave me copyright strikes that took them down. But what we could only watch the vlogs that are like John and I traveling, but we can't actually watch the vlogs of any matches because they were all taken down.
There's One Piece stuff over here.
And no, Derek, I didn't buy any of these. I didn't buy any of these figurines. This was before I had started buying models and stuff, because this was before I made any money on YouTube. This was the years when everything I did was without ads.
All kind of stuff. Max Rider Kabuto, all classic Japanese TV shows, figurines of them.
Goku's down there.
There's Gundams on the other side, there's Gundams here, there's Gundams everywhere.
Okay, what else do we got? The first footage of Dead Space 2, more Marvel 3, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Epic Mickey. Oh my god, Epic Mickey with developer commentary. Okay, wait a minute. We gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's all about Disney. It's like there's this magical world where everything that was forgotten or, like, you know, popular one time isn't popular now, or might have been tried and rejected, never made it to the limelight, lives here, everything from his imagination. So Mickey gets pulled down here and starts like meeting all the things that never were, having to make his way through. And in the end,
Okay, this is fucking hilarious. The guy's giving all this commentary on what Epic Mickey's gonna be. And Mickey, the player can't even get Mickey out of a fucking normal jump out of a hole. The player is completely so fumbling with the Wii controls that suck ass. He can't even get Mickey out of a fucking hole. Right in front of the guy, and the guy doesn't help him. Instead, he just keeps talking about the lore of the game.
world while trying to escape back to his way.
Alright, it's got all those classic Mickey Mouse characters in it, right? Like Oswald the Rabbit's in it, all like Steamboat Willie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Really
they
cool.
might actually resent him for not having the popularity that they once had in lives. But their
Pretty
characters
cool.
are always his friends. And basically the relationships that you have with them, you get to define by your actions. So there's a lot
What?
of player choice.
What the fuck is he talking about? None of that was in the game. You never defined your relationship with those characters by your actions in the game. The only choices you ever had in Epic Mickey is if you wanted to destroy things with paint thinner or fix them with paint. That was it. This guy's talking out of his bunghole.
So you can decide what kind of like hero Mickey is.
Right, you can either destroy or you can create.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually got the ability to like use paint and thinner.
Oh,
to
I think I've
affect things in
seen
the world.
that.
With
Yeah,
the
I
paint, you saw the
remember
paint,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So like bad guys, you can make them friendly or erase them. And the same with the world, right? You can paint in walls, floors, bridges, and the environment and stuff, and thin it out. And you can't.
Oh my god, there it is. Look, that's what I had. That's the figurine that came with Epic Mickey Collector's Edition, plus the sticker that you would put on your Wii. Yeah. In fact, my Wii used to have the Epic Mickey sticker on it. It might still have it on it. My Wii might still have that. Oh my god, I gotta check. Hold on. I might still have it. Oh my god. Oh shit, I turned it on. It does. It does, but it's tiny. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Turn that off. So I wonder, and there's no way I can get this to the camera, I don't think. The sticker is tiny. Look at this. So take a look. Oh my god. Take a look. Could you guys see that when I lifted that up, how small it was? Did you guys see that? So, in here, look, they're showing this giant thing that looks like it's going to be a giant sticker to go along your Wii. When you actually bought the collector's edition of Epic Mickey, it came with a tiny little square sticker to put on the side of your Wii. It's a tiny little square. Oh my god, that's pretty funny. And yes, I am wearing comfy pants. Of course I'm wearing comfy pants. What are you, crazy? You think I'm wearing, like, slacks in here? Get out of here.
Things that are thinned out. You know, like a moving obstacle.
These are actually a Zelda Breath of the Wild pants. That's what they are. It's just Zelda Breath of the Wild pants. My cat bought them for me on, like, super sale or something.
It's tuned, you thin it out, stop, paint it in, and start going again. That's the trickiest job we've had. Everything comes back to life whenever you use it.
Anyway, someone's asking who was it? I told you this is Ryan Lee. He was a friend of mine and a gamer just like me with Street Fighter. He used to play Street Fighter at competitive level, pretty high levels. It was me, him. I'd probably say maybe two or three others in Connecticut who were always like the top players of Connecticut in various Street Fighter games. So, all right, well, that was actually pretty short. You know what I was thinking? The vlogs that I was thinking about wasn't that. It was something different. I don't remember what it was. Like, there was a travel vlog that was like very different than that. That was much longer. These were really short videos. So, all right, do you guys want to see? Hold on. No, wait a minute. King of Hate HD. Do you guys want to see anything else from the King of Hate HD channel before we switch it up? Do you want to see any of these older DSP Trizits? Here, let's actually take a look at the original DSP Trizits. Let's see what they are. There's 21 of them. We saw the first one ever, and Mountain Dew Throwback was boring. There's Jake's Wayback Burgers, DSP Trizit. The Subway breakfast sandwich. The McRib is what we watched last time. We watched the McRib and the Baja salad. That was disgusting, dude. That was fucking nasty. We got like Cafe Press merch. We watched the KFC Double Down last time. Gatorade McDonald's Big Breakfast. Stay Puft Marshmallows. You want more cooking? You want more cooking already? Seriously? You want to see me cook the burgers? No, I don't know what people are saying. I'm confused. I figure let's do some stuff here, because when we go to the new vlogging channel, King of Hate Vlogs, it's not new, it's just the one I have now. That has a lot of very, very early stuff, but I figure let's see what we got here first, right? Derek was interested in the Bearsley Zoo videos. Golden Cool says the hot dog cooking. Do more cooking videos. Custom burgers. Someone said they wanted to see the Jake's Wayback Burger DSP tries it, but I don't remember it. I honestly don't remember it. Anyone remember if there's anything notable in this video? Let's, Actually, Blemich C-Type just did 100-bit cheer. He says, the DSP tries it and the poorly cooking with the king videos are the funniest videos to watch you to react to. Travel logs are boring at best and depressing at worst. Wow. Depressing at worst. Alright, how about let's watch the Jake's Wayback Burgers just because people have been mentioning it. Let's see if it's any
What's
good.
up, everyone? It's DSP, and welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It.
I don't remember this
today,
at all.
This is an interesting one, and here's why. This is a brand new chain that moved into my area, and it's kind of weird because all of the things, the cups and everything that come with the place, say the name of the place is Jake's Hamburgers. They even have a website, jakeshamburgers.com, but at the store, the sign and the menu and everything says Jake's Waybackburgers.com, and it's a brand new chain that moved into my area. Have never been in this area before, and I wanted to try them out. The cool thing about them is you can actually order online. I ordered online ahead of time. I went to Waybackburgers.com.
Someone asked, is this place still in business? I don't know. I remember I went there a few times, and I liked some of the burgers they had, but I didn't go there all the time. And then I can't remember if by the end of the time that I lived in Connecticut, if they were gone already. I don't remember. I left in 2014. So I don't honestly know if they still exist or not. I have no idea.
Located my closest one. I placed the order. I actually paid through on the online website, and as soon as I went there and showed up, the food was ready. I grabbed it, and here I am. I'm home, and I'm going to test it out. So we have 3 things today. We have the Jake Double Cheeseburger, which the way that this place prides themselves is that, number one, whatever you order, they make completely fresh. Nothing is pre-made. Nothing is stacked up and reheated like it is at standard fast food. And number two, it's fully customizable, meaning there's a list of something like 10 to 15 ingredients, condiments that are completely free. And there's a couple things that are a little bit extra, such as bacon, chili, those kind of things. I did get bacon on this, so this is like a double Jake burger, which is basically just a double burger. And then I wanted cheese.
Goldry Bluzko says he looked it up, and they do still have a website. So apparently they are still in existence. Whether their existence in Connecticut, I don't know, but apparently they do still exist. Okay.
Mayo, ketchup, some grilled onions, and some bacon on there. This is an order of onion rings. Look how large it is. It's in a large cup. Look how many you get. There's a shit ton of onion rings in there. And this is a mint shake, which is green.
Sounds good.
The first thing I'm going to do is taste this shake because I'm very thirsty right now. I just need a little bit of a boost. Let's take a sip. Oh, the shake is delicious. Now, something about the shake. It's a real milkshake, meaning it's handmade, with milk and all other ingredients. It's not like McDonald's where they call it just a shake. There's a reason why McDonald's calls their shake a shake and not a milkshake. It's because McDonald's doesn't even put milk in their shakes.
That's right. It's the instant
you can believe
shit.
it. They put something like milk byproducts in their shakes. So the government actually regulated them and said you can't call it a milkshake because you don't have real milk in it. This is...
If you want the full story behind McDonald's basically going from an actual good fast food chain to a piece of fucking shit to make money, watch the movie The Founder, starring Michael Keaton. It's a really good movie and explains why McDonald's sucks monkey ass now and why they used to be really fucking good and how they got popular to begin with and how they basically turned into shit over time. But they used to actually have milkshakes. They said, oh, they're too expensive. So instead they fucking have powdered shakes. Disgusting. Anyway.
The complete opposite. It is thick, but it's not too heavy. It's not super thick like some of those other shakes. Like I think Burger King has a shake that's way too thick. This is a perfect consistency. It's not super light and sugary like the McDonald's shake. It's not super thick like the Burger King shake. This is perfect. So this is delicious. Tastes like mint, basically vanilla with a mint taste to it. Great. Now, just take a look at these onion rings. I mean, you go anywhere else, you get onion rings. It's not even a real onion. Look at this.
Those
a
look
whole
great.
ring of
Nice
onion,
batter.
freshly fried. Let me try this guy out.
Damn, that sounded good. That sounded like a trademark crisp.
It actually crisps
bite.
when you bite it. Take a look.
Oh my god, that looks
delicious
great.
onion ring inside there. The batter is delicious.
Fuck, I want onion rings. You can't get real onion rings around here.
I love it.
Damn, that sounds
Finish
good.
this onion ring right now because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Damn. I want it.
Now,
Give it to me.
what I do want to say...
Oh, wow. Goldry Bluzko says they are in Washington State, but they're in Bellevue. Yeah, Bellevue's really far from me. Bellevue's like an hour or more drive, so I guess I'm not going to Jake's. Thank you to an anonymous cheerer who cheered 50 bits. I appreciate the anonymous cheer. Okay, let's continue.
The batter is not heavy. It's actually a light batter. So this is how a classic onion ring should be made. A light batter, a real onion ring, freshly made, still warm, delicious. So 2 out of 3 products already delicious. Now let's try the burger.
I remember they had a lot of
The
weird
double Jake
burgers, like
burger
chili and
some,
barbecue and stuff you could put on
The
them.
way that I requested it. You can get lettuce, tomato, relish, pickles, anything, it's all free. The only things you have to pay for extra are bacon and There it is. There's your double Jake burger. Haven't lifted it up yet, but that's what it looks like on a plate. So let's take a look at this guy before we bite into him. There you go. Onions. There's your grilled onions chopped up. Ketchup, bacon, fresh bacon, cheese, the 2 burgers.
Damn, it looks messy, but
assuming the
probably
mayo is
amazing.
probably on the bottom.
It looks messy as shit, but it probably
There
tastes
is your
great.
mayo. Keep in mind, this is the only meal I'm going to eat today. Seriously, I'm going to have a snack later, but this is the first meal and only meal I'm eating today, which is why this is, I know this is like probably like ridiculous amount of 2,000, 3,000 calories, but I got a tough day of gaming ahead of me. So I need my energy. So, all right, so enough looking at the burger.
Oh
the
boy,
burger
here we
looks
go.
great. Let's take a bite. Mmm.
Damn, double, giant, insane amount of meat, too. That's got to be like over a pound of meat. Seriously.
It's fresh. It's warm. All the flavors are great because
Look how much
I made
meat
it
there
just how
is.
I like it. It's delicious. This is great.
Oh
I
my
am so glad
God.
this place moved in. Seriously, like this is the best fast food meal I think I've had in quite a long time, at least for a burger. Now, so rating wise, it's not perfection, obviously, so I can't give it a 5. I'm going to give everything here a 4.
4 out of
Everything
5.
here gets a 4 out of 5.
If I remember correctly, they did like the chili burger they had was really good, and if I also remember correctly, they had a barbecue style burger that I had tried that I liked. But I also remember the prices were very high. Like that burger right there was probably like $6, if not more, just for the burger. The onion rings were probably like $4. The shake was probably like $4. So just this meal here was probably like $15 to $20. You know, so that's the thing. Like it was great quality, good flavor, but the pricing was very high compared to other fast food. Eternal Napalm just did a 100-bit cheer. He says, "What's the most fast food you've ever pounded in one meal?" Okay, I'll tell you. But you gotta promise not to be grossed out, because I used to be a fat dude, alright? I used to be 240 pounds. I used to be a fat dude, alright? So, no lie. I would go to McDonald's, and I would get a combo, usually either a Big Mac or the Quarter Pounder with cheese combo. So that's what? The burger and the fries and a soda, right? Then, I would get the McDouble for $1. Add that to it. Then I would get a 4-piece McNuggets with sweet and sour sauce for dipping. Then I would get a McChicken sandwich. And then, when they used to have them, that's how long ago this is, I would get one of their snack wraps. Their chicken snack wraps. Okay? So, you're talking, I mean, just add those calories up. It's probably like 3,000 to 4,000 calories. And I would eat that in one meal. That was when I was a fat dude. Now I'm like 205 pounds. I barely eat fast food. I only usually eat healthier stuff that Kat makes. Like tonight she's making my just some tricolor rotini pasta, which has like spinach and tomato flavored pastas with my sauce, my homemade sauce. That's my dinner tonight. How tall am I? I'm 6 feet tall. So I was super fat and disgusting back then. Like, that was way grossly overweight. Even now, I'm still overweight, but I'm only overweight by about 15 pounds versus being like 50 pounds overweight. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that's an example. Or like, I would go to Wendy's and I would get their spicy chicken sandwich combo. All right. And I would get a Dave's, single or double cheeseburger with bacon. And I would get the little junior bacon cheeseburger, and I would get some of their nuggets, or they used to have this thing, I forget, it should be the Asiago Ranch crispy chicken sandwich, a little sandwich that has like some ranch sauce and cheese on it, and I would get something else. So I would get like 6 items, like ridiculous amount of fat and calories. Insane. Absolutely insane. Right? So, yikes. I know, and I used to eat like that all the time. Okay, so I guess that's it for that. People say they want to see more cooking. Well, I don't have much cooking here. Let me take a look at what we've got on the King of Hate HD left for Cooking with the King. And remember, on the King of Hate Vlogs is where I actually had more. Here's what's left. So we've got custom burgers, we've got the hot dogs and beans, and we've got the chicken quesadillas. Those are the 3 we haven't watched. Outside of that, I know I continued to cook on the King of Hate Vlogs, so we could always go over there and check that out as well. What do you guys think? You want to see one of these? Did I ever get large or supersized? Usually not. Usually I was getting mediums. Am I a big fan of nachos? Asked Derek. Not really. They're all right. Like, if you go to, like, a restaurant and you order real nachos, that's good. But I don't just get, like, fast nachos anywhere or anything like that. No. Derek wants the hot dogs and beans. Blemish C-Type wants the burgers. Golden Colts wants the hot dogs. All right, we'll watch the hot dogs first. Let's see what this is. I don't remember this.
All right, welcome to another episode of Poorly Cooking with the King, and today we're going to be doing an American classic, and it's actually one of the quickest things that you can cook in your kitchen. Really easy. We're going to be doing hot dogs, but also as a little side, I have some. Well, they're hidden. I've got some baked beans that I'm going to be making at the same time. Don't have too much to put on the hot dogs, unfortunately. I completely forgot this week. I needed relish. I needed sauerkraut. There's like 3 or 4 things I was going to buy, and I completely forgot about it when I went shopping on Monday. So that's my fault. But we're going to show you the basics. So for starters, if you're like me, you don't know exactly what you're going to eat every day, okay? And especially if you're like me and you live alone, I don't think you're going to be eating 8 hot dogs in one sitting. Now, most hot dogs come in these 8 packs, unless you buy them fresh from your grocer, which you can do. You can get them from a deli singly. What I do is usually I freeze this 8 pack, and then when I'm ready to cook them, what you do is you take them out, and my sink is actually full of water right now. What I did is about an hour and a half ago, I filled the sink up with warm water. I took the frozen 8 pack, threw it in there, and now it is perfectly thawed. I mean, these are ready to go, ready to open and cook. So that is how you thaw hot dogs relatively quickly.
Ooh, Nathan's. Nathan's
I
are
actually
good.
like
They taste
Nathan's
good, man.
beef franks because I grew up with them. There used to be a Nathan's at my local.
I love Nathan's style hot dogs. I don't know what the hell they put in them. Nathan's just taste really freaking good to me. I don't know if it's the spices or the flavor of the beef they use. Whatever they do, Nathan's hot dogs are like tops. My mom used to get all kinds of other hot dogs, and I was like, nah, they're okay. And then one day I had Nathan's. I was like, oh my God, why do Nathan's hot dogs taste so much better? Now, for those who don't know, Nathan's is actually a fast food chain, and they used to have those in Connecticut. Like, there was a Nathan's at one of my local malls, and I actually really liked it. But then they all closed down. I don't know why, but they all, like, closed down and went out of business. It was cool because they had the crinkle-cut French fries with seasoning on them. They taste crazy good. And I really like Nathan's, but I don't know. They all went out of business. Pretty weird.
Mall. I used to eat there all the time, and I really like the flavor of them. Obviously, any kind of frank will do. They're all pretty much the same. But anyway, I'm going to drain my sink.
No, I've never been to the original Nathan's in New York for good RPG. Nope.
What we're going to do is we're going to fry them up. There are different ways to make hot dogs. You can boil them. You can fry them.
Hell yes.
You can grill them.
Golden Colt said Nathan's cheese fries are the GOAT. Yeah, the cheese fries are the bomb. They are real good.
I don't have a grill here, obviously. The quickest way for me to do this and to show you guys how the quickest way to cook them would be to fry them up. So that's what we're going to do. Super easy. I mean, I can't even. It's really hard to fuck up a hot dog. Let's put it that way. You really have to try. So let's go ahead and get this started. What we're gonna do?
Ooh, Bush's baked beans. Those are mad good too.
You can put butter, but I like to put Pam. Spray that in the pot there. In the pan. Just covering it there.
Way too much. Again, I used to use way too much. I guess.
Turn it up to roughly medium heat. Okay. At the same time, we are going to cook the baked beans. Here's the thing. Any can of beans that you get, the easiest thing on the planet because it's already cooked. All you need to do is warm this up and you're ready to go.
Beans and hot dogs are already cooked. You're just warming them up.
Go ahead. Unfortunately, I don't have a mechanical can opener, so this could be a pain in the ass. But we're going to open this guy up. Be very careful not to cut yourself when you do this. The other bummer is, for someone like me, obviously this can of baked beans is way too much for one person, but I live alone. So unless I invite someone over to share dinner with, I'm going to have way too many beans. I'm going to eat some, and I'm going to end up getting rid of the rest.
Yeah, right. Like I didn't eat them all.
Go ahead and, oops. Our lid is stuck, which I have to be super careful because the lid is so sharp. There we go. all the beans out of there into the pot.
Lamb Dingo says, it's a shame I don't do these anymore. Yeah, but Lamb Dingo, realistically, look at what I did. A tuna panini that was terrible. Hot dogs and beans. Things that, you know, stupid shit. What would I make today? If I were to do a cooking video, what the hell would I do? You know? I wonder. The two things that I still make today, I still make burgers, but I don't make beef burgers. I make chicken or turkey burgers. Or I make chicken fajitas. So I wonder, I know I made regular burgers in these videos. I wonder if I did chicken fajitas. If I did, then I've done everything that I can cook. Like, I don't make anything else. So I wouldn't be able to do this because I don't know how to make anything else. You know what I mean?
All set. We're going to go throw that out immediately. So
Make beef Wellington. Are you out of your mind? Make beef Wellington. Like, that would come out right. Yeah, right.
No instructions needed. All you're literally going to do, you put them in a pot like so. You cover the pot. Make sure that the beans are an even level in there. Not that you have one tall hill of beans in the middle. You go ahead. You can turn that right rear on medium heat. And you're just going to wait for it to your liking to heat up. Maybe you like them steaming hot. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just like them lukewarm. That's completely up to you. So we're going to do a couple things. I also want to toast the buns for the hot dogs. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my grill on. My panini press like you saw in the video for the tuna salad sandwich. Two reasons I'm doing this. Number one, because a plain white bun can be really boring. And number two, because these were frozen. So they're kind of thawed out, but not completely.
I think I fucked these buns up. If I remember this video, which is only the first time I'm watching it back, I think I fucked these buns up completely. And they end up being like burnt or like flat. One or the other, I think. So, shout out to Hodor Target Cheer. He said, don't forget muscle mass weighs more than fat. So when you worked out back then, it might explain why you weighed 240 pounds and had a big appetite. Wrong. I worked out in the early 2000s, from like the year 2000 to like 2003. When I was at my heaviest was like 2007 to 2009. So, no, that's not correct at all. That was because I was a fat fuck and I was eating incredibly unhealthy and doing horrible things to my body. That's why I was that fat. RFHC5 just did a 5,000 bit cheer. Thank you very much, RFHC5. That obviously is going to make you the biggest cheer of the day so far. Will anyone actually top your cheer? I have absolutely no idea. But that is also the biggest contribution just in general today. Thank you very much for that, man. I appreciate it very much. Of course, a shout out to DRS Gangsta, who's still the top tipper of the day from earlier. Although I do believe we went up in total tips by $1. And actually, I should check sub count while we're paused here. Let's also check sub count and update that. I agree, Fluttershy. Bush's baked beans are fucking great. I love them. I'm still 509 subs. They're still the same. Yeah, Bush's baked beans are my favorite. They're very tasty, and they have many different styles.
Completely, so I do want to toast them a little bit before I put my hot dogs on them. So, what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and get this going. Before you fry anything, I've told you, turn on, if you have a fan, you have to turn the fan on at least low. Last thing you want is to have smoke coming up and have a smoke alarm go off, which has happened to me before. So, we got our hot dogs here.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and cut them open. Being very careful. Careful not to, if it's an open flame, this is an electric stove for me, this is safe for me to do this. If you have a gas oven, do not ever put your hand like that under the grill. You'll burn your freaking hand off. I'm going to go ahead with 1, 2 hot dogs. Now, to make sure the hot dog does not burst, because what will happen is as it cooks, it'll actually start to swell. You have to make small incisions, okay?
This isn't necessarily true. You don't actually have to make incisions in your hot dog at all. My mom used to do this because she used to buy hot dogs that were actually in a casing that's made of pig intestine or whatever they used to, the traditional old school sausage casing and hot dog casings used to be actual skin or like intestinal pieces of an animal. And if you didn't have those poked, they actually would burst when you cook them. Regular hot dogs like this don't, but I didn't know that. So I used to cut into the hot dogs when I didn't have to. You don't have to actually do this. By the way, I just received a $5 tip from I Have Forgotten. He said, keep bringing in the riveting content. I love you, Phil. Thank you very much. I Have Forgotten. Let me go ahead and up the tips total, $51. Thank you very much. Let's continue.
Diagonal incisions across the top of the dog, such as so. Don't go too deep, because if you go too deep, your hot dog is going to pull apart.
Right, Nathan's are skinless, Pres Vegeta says. You're right. I didn't need to do this.
So that's that. We're going to let that sit there and start to fry for a little bit.
That's
No
right,
big
that's
deal.
right. So it's skinned versus skinless franks. That's what they call them. So these are skinless franks. I didn't need to do that. But if I bought skinned franks, which are the old, more traditional ones, then you would have had to make a hole in them.
I'm gonna wash off a couple things over here while I have the chance. Grab my towel from over here and dry this off.
I know, I put way too much Pam spray in there for 2 hot dogs. All you gotta do is like real quick, just a little bit. Look what I did. It's completely saturated now in this spray. I did way too much. I didn't know what I was doing.
Very simply with these hot dogs, you can. It's your choice. I've seen people do different things. Some people will say, "Oh, I don't want to leave that in the original packaging," and they'll completely wrap these 6 hot dogs in new plastic wrap and then wrap it in foil and put it in the fridge. Me, I do simple things. It's called a freezer bag.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just put them in a freezer bag and they're fine. Mod Me Pimp asks, hot dogs or corn dogs? Surprisingly enough, I never had a corn dog until last year. Kat told me I should try them. So we got some corn dogs and cooked them up, and they were pretty good. But for me, it's a hot dog. For me, hot dog, 2 different ways I like a hot dog. Number one, when I was growing up, it was always just ketchup. And then if you want like relish or bacon or mustard, something like that. But I also like hot dog with the works, which is spicy mustard, relish, sauerkraut, and sometimes chopped onions. That I like a lot too. So 2 different ways I like hot dogs. Okay.
Put the damn thing in the freezer
Oh,
bag.
and chili dogs as well, although that's a rarity that you can get chili dogs, but chili dogs are usually good. Problem is everyone makes different chili, so you never know what you're getting when you're ordering a chili dog. You don't know what it's going to taste like.
You know,
Yes, Derek, I have had
this.
Philly cheesesteaks before. Absolutely.
Put it in the freezer bag. You basically fold it, you push it so that you make sure most of the air is out of the bag. I always buy the Ziploc bags because those are the easiest ones. Voila, and I toss that back in the fridge.
What are the
or
chances
into
I'm not going to
freezer,
burn
and
these
it'll
hot dogs?
refreeze for next time you want
Those
to
hot
use it.
dogs are going to burn because I'm not checking them to rotate them. They're going to be burnt on that side. I almost guarantee it. I almost guarantee that shit's going to be burnt.
Now, the key to frying a hot dog is to not cook it on one side the entire time. Because what happens is, as you'll start to see some sizzling under the dog. You'll start to see, let's actually zoom in there. The juices are starting to sizzle. If you overcook one side, that's how when you see those hot dogs with the bubbly skin and you get those hot dogs with the crunchy skin, the burnt skin, that's why it's like that, because it's cooked too much on one side.
It's going to be burnt.
Some people actually like that. I know people who actually go for crunchy skin on hot dogs, and I do not. I'm sorry. I like a nice, plump, juicy, tender-looking hot dog with maybe, you know, some grill marks here or there.
It's going to be
maybe
burnt.
a little bit of burning on the side, but I don't like it.
Oh my god, it's not burnt.
Big, you know, bubbly skin. So as you can see, I flipped those hot dogs.
Oh, dude, look how much grease.
And,
Oh. You see how much grease is in that pan? Why did I spray so much cooking spray? Dude, that's gross. Oh, it's like completely soaked and saturated in it, dude. Anyway, shout out to Sora Satoshi, who just subscribed for 27 months of support. Thank you very much, Sora Satoshi. I'm glad that you subbed before I vomited. All right.
Already you can see that we're starting to grill on that side.
Why? Why did I
They're
use
already
that
starting to
much?
brown. And you're just going to keep rotating them until you're done. Now, you
Oh.
don't want to take these off until, say, at the very least, 5 minutes has passed. Some people like raw food, and, you know, I love, like, a raw...
King Reinhardt asks, do you even need cooking spray for hot dogs? It depends. That pan, I don't. That's a non-stick pan. I didn't even need it. Maybe a little bit of water, just so the pan isn't, like, you know, doesn't stick instantly. But, no, you really don't. Maybe a tiny spritz. This is disgusting. It's swimming in it.
medium
I might as well just dip them in fucking liquid butter and then threw it on there.
rare steak or a medium rare burger, but a hot dog, I want to make sure my hot dog's cooked. So I'm probably going to cook these until several sides are browning before I decide to try to take these off of the frying pan here. As you can see, the beans are steaming up, which means they're getting warm. And this pot actually has a hole on top.
Do I still use cooking spray? Yes, but when I do, I use way less than that. The whole point of cooking spray is just to make it so that whatever you're initially cooking doesn't stick to the pan. That's all you're doing. You're not trying to add flavor to your food or anything. You're just trying to make it so there's no sticking to the pan. Non-stick pans like this don't need it at all, if not just a tiny bit. So this is like nasty to me, watching this back now, knowing how bad this was 8.5 years ago, not knowing what the fuck I was doing.
So I can put my hand over the hole. It's in the back. You can't really see it, but there's a hole right here. And I can feel that it's getting warm. So it's getting to the point. They're starting to get good there. My grill is almost warmed up. I'm going to wait for that light on the right-hand side to turn blue, and then I know that it's fully heated up. Then I'm
that's right. I'm going to grill the buns. But these buns are going to be done. They're going to be burnt. They're going to be fucking flat. This is a bad idea. The only way to toast buns is on a grill flat. On a flat top grill, you can put them down flat, spread, and then it'll toast it nicely. Putting on a panini press is a horrible idea.
Extremely simple. You know, if anything, I'm hoping that I can teach some people how to cook the simplest meals. You know, bacon, egg, and cheese, a quick scrambled eggs, a quick how to do a hot dog. You know, the most.
Ornite says no one uses this method for hot dogs. How do you think they cook hot dogs when you buy them at a store, like a restaurant? Like if you go to a fast food place, this is how they cook them on a not in a pan but on their grill, their big frying grill. That's how they do it. They don't throw them and boil them in a pot. Marbles the Rabbit Cheers says, do you consider American cheese to be real cheese? I prefer shredded cheddar with hot dogs. I actually, too, prefer shredded cheddar with hot dogs, but I do consider American cheese real cheese. It's just different, much like Swiss is different from cheddar, it's different from Gouda, it's different from Monterey Jack. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different kinds of cheese that taste completely different and have different consistencies and stuff, but I do consider American cheese still some kind of cheese. Van Clay's 009 to me $1 says, I fucking love you, man. Thank you very much, Van Clays. That gets our tips total up to $52. Thank you very much for that. Let's continue.
A burger. So you know, these are the things that no one teaches you if you know, if you don't have time, if you don't have someone sitting at home cooking for you. How are you ever going to learn these things? So, all right. Our grill is ready. Now, what I'm actually going to do?
This is so dumb.
Put it down this way. I'm going to get some nice grill marks on these buns, and I'm going to let it sit like that for a second so it starts to grill. Then I'm probably going to just press it for a very short amount of time. Now, as you see, our hot dogs are now bubbling. We need to flip them again. That's the sign. And you just keep rolling them around. Just make sure they're not cooking on one side for too long.
I'm surprised I haven't burnt the hot dogs, but then again, I put so much goddamn grease
and yes,
in that
they
pan.
will fight with you. You will find that the hot dogs will like to roll themselves around. That's actually happens when they get hot enough. They actually start moving themselves in the pan. And you have to fight to make sure it doesn't keep landing on the same side.
Derek asks, he says, I didn't know you liked sauerkraut with hot dogs. Is it really that good? The reason I don't like sauerkraut by itself. The reason I like sauerkraut on a hot dog is because I'll have it with a hot dog with spicy mustard. So you put spicy mustard, relish, and sauerkraut, and it's 3 completely different flavors. You got the spiciness of the mustard, the sweetness of the relish, and then the kind of vinegariness of the sauerkraut, and they all complement each other nicely. If I just had sauerkraut by itself, I probably wouldn't want it.
Or else you're going to end up with a burnt hot dog.
John C. the Third says, do I use ad block? No, the only time I use ad block is during these marathons. In fact, the first time I did a retrospective back in September of last year, that was the first time I ever had downloaded a third-party ad block program, because obviously we're watching this, we don't want to watch ads, right? So I have to turn off all ads to make sure the ads don't pop up on any of the videos we're watching. So that's why I have that installed, but I never use it outside of that.
Isn't this exciting?
You still don't want that
Those
roll
beans
itself?
are probably almost ready. You can see all the steam on top. I'm checking and they're starting to bubble. When the beans start to bubble, that is the sign that they are ready. So I'm actually going to get the bowl ready. And if you want to be safe, which you probably should be, which I usually aren't, but I'm going to be safe now. Use a ladle. Don't just pour the damn pot into a bowl. Use a ladle to get it into the bowl.
Yeah, don't make a mess by pouring it into the bowl. Actually, you could if you just know what you're doing. You don't make a fucking mess. Zelda Minis says, I like sweet relish and chopped onion on my hot dog. Yeah, I like the classic hot dog with the works is the spicy mustard, the sweet relish, chopped onion, and sauerkraut all together. And actually, in this series of DSP Tries It that we were watching, I reviewed some food from Duchess. Duchess is a local fast food restaurant in Connecticut that does a hot dog with the works like that. Oh, I love their hot dog with the works, dude. That's like my, It's like, right now I want to eat one. Seriously.
Turn that heat off. Get that lid into the sink. And so
Do I dislike ketchup? No, I like ketchup. I have ketchup with fries, and I sometimes have ketchup with hot dogs as well. And sometimes on burgers, too.
Shoot those beans right in there. Those are nice hot beans. I'm not going to eat all these beans. There's no way on the planet I'm going to eat all these beans, but... Like I said,
A
it's
whole
tough when you
giant
live
bowl of
alone.
beans.
It's tough to find things that you can either make small servings or you can save. Like, you wouldn't want to save beans that you keep reheating. They're going to turn into mush, especially if they're a good brand like Bush's. I like Bush's. They're a really good, tasty brand that I wouldn't want to keep reheating these.
I totally agree. I love Bush's baked beans. They're just so flavorful. You get brown sugar. You get a tangy version. They have like a million different kinds of versions. A Warm Poo tipped me $5 and said that pan looked like it was sweating with all that Pam in it. It was pretty gross, Warm Poo. Let's see here. Charles 2393 did a 100-bit cheer. He says the third stream I caught. Something I do. How are we doing today? Doing good. I absolutely love doing these retrospective events. They're a ton of fun. So, thank you for the cheer, Charles. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's up the tips total by another $5. Thank you, guys. Whoops. Clicked the wrong thing. 57. This is fun. It's something very different. I don't have to play games. I can just relax and hang out with you guys.
Things.
And laugh at the same shit that you guys have laughed at for years.
Okay. We're going to flip our hot dogs in a second, but what I'm going to do now with our buns...
Eternal Napalm asks, have I ever added brown sugar into my baked beans? Not myself, but I've had baked beans with brown sugar in them. So,
as you can see, we're starting to grill nicely. Look at that. We got beautiful grill marks. I'm going to go ahead and flip them like that. Those buns are toasting very nicely.
see, that's fine. If I put the
here,
panini on it, that's wrong. The grill, I shouldn't close
already
it.
bubbling up on that side. And as you can see, they start to curve. Where you cut the hot dog, it seems to separate itself. That's good. That means that you did the right thing. It's not going to burst while you're cooking the thing here.
My God. Oh, there's so much fucking cooking spray. Oh.
Actually doing a pretty decent job of keeping on the parts that haven't been cooked yet.
Dude,
so
I
that way
seriously want to fucking... I want to go back in time and walk into the fucking kitchen, slap myself in the face, grab a paper towel, and clean that mess up. That's disgusting.
Overcooked.
Gross.
That's good.
Oh my God.
I'm going to rinse out my pot while I'm waiting for this to finish. Actually got a little bit of tiny little beans left. I'm going to
completely coated in grease. Awful Waffle, of course. Awful Waffle says, do you admit this old video is cringe? Of course. Dude, I always said, the name of the series was Poorly Cooking with the King. Poorly cook. I knew. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and that these videos were terrible. That was kind of the gimmick of the series. And I always laughed about it behind the scenes because my dad saw these videos. Like people who were friends with my dad would watch these and laugh. That was like the gimmick of the thing. That's why I did it. I thought it was funny that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I know this is a cringe video. Are you kidding me? Of course, it's terrible. Shout out to Captain Caveman who just subscribed for 12 months. 1 year support. Thank you, Captain Caveman. Enjoy your new jewel-encrusted crown in the stream chat. And he says, hi from CT. Yeah, I'll be there sooner rather than later, Caveman. In April, I'm going back. Yeah, for about a week. Dude, there's so much fucking grease. What's going on in the background? What's the sound? I think you shower? Where am I? I don't even know what's going on. What is happening in this video right now? I can't tell.
Okay. So our baked beans are ready. I'm going to move them over here. Be careful, the bowl's probably steaming hot if you put them all into one bowl like I did.
Oh God, it rolled and there's even more grease.
Our buns are probably nicely toasted at this point. Oh, they are. They're perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, the buns turned out good. That's actually good. When you go to a restaurant and they grill the buns, they put it on their grill. That's how they do it. So that's good. Those buns are perfect.
And we're almost done. At this point, they're pretty much cooked almost on all sides. We've got no overcooked bubbly skin, which is good. You do want to try to keep the hot dogs near the center of the pan. As you can see, remember I told you they were going to start rolling themselves? Well, here they go. They're getting accustomed to being cooked on
Rolling,
one particular
rolling,
area, and they want to stay on
rolling.
that area now. So that means they're almost done. But yeah, you
Oh,
want to try to keep them
this is
in
a
the
good
middle for
question.
maximum heat.
So, someone named Skigs4 asked, do I like barbecue? Well, it's funny because I never in my life really had barbecue that often. Every once in a while, if I went to a restaurant, they had like a barbecue offering, maybe I would try it. I used to go to this restaurant called 99, and they had this like backyard barbecue. It would be like a grilled chicken breast with like some kind of other meat or something. But out here, there's a couple barbecue places, and Kat and I actually went to this one called Famous Dave's. I know it's a chain. It's all over the country in the United States. I never been there. We went there. Oh my god. For like $15, you get like this insanely heaping portion of food. And there's so many. They got pulled pork. They've got brisket. They've got sausage. They've got roasted barbecue chicken. And you can get like a fresh corn on the cob with a side of beans and everything with it. Oh, man. That shit is fucking good. Oh. Okay, now you're going to get me hungry. Luckily, during the break, I had a snack.
The outside, what you're going to find is they're not going to heat up enough, and they're going to take longer to cook.
Yes, these are
It's gonna
Nathan's
be a pain
beef
in the
franks,
ass.
Jay Bird. These actually, are these beef franks? They're Nathan's beef franks. Swagger says Famous Dave's is great. I have it pretty
Another
often.
minute, another couple
For me,
seconds here, we'll be good to go.
Famous Dave's
I'm
is not
actually
only
gonna
great
get
food.
these buns.
Oh my god, it's a lot. And Famous Dave's is not only great food, but it's the value. Like $15, you're getting an insanely giant meal with a vegetable, a starch, you know, meat. You get like everything you need for $15. Anywhere else you go out or sit down restaurant, you're paying like $20-30. Here you're getting like a really good meal for like $15. It's really good quality in my opinion.
Ready for the dog delivery. And what I'll actually do, we're gonna do
What am I doing?
traditional ketchup, and we're gonna do spicy mayo, because let's face it, spicy mayo is the only mayo you should ever put on a hot dog. I don't understand these people who put that yellow mayo on a hot dog. Like, that does not belong on a hot dog, man. Sorry. Traditional.
See, that's not necessarily true because since then I've actually liked ketchup with yellow mustard, but only ketchup with yellow mustard. I won't put anything else on the hot dog. Just ketchup and mustard. That's okay on a hot dog. But I agree, like just regular yellow mustard with other stuff is kind of weird because it has that weird tanginess to it, right? That I don't like. The spiciness of the spicy mustard goes with a lot of other flavors, but not the tanginess, I don't think. Charles just cheers says, have I ever tried Brazilian barbecue or Korean barbecue? Just wondering, if not, you should try it. Brazilian I had once or twice. There was this place in Connecticut that I went to on lunch break a couple times with my coworkers where we had Brazilian barbecue, and I remember liking it a lot. I've never had Korean barbecue, so I don't even know what that's like. And I got a 125 anonymous cheer. Thank you to the anonymous cheerer, whoever you may be. All right, let's continue.
Hot dogs always had spicy mayo, sauerkraut, relish, onions, and sometimes ketchup if people want ketchup on it. For me, unfortunately, I don't have any of those other.
And this is bad. What you're supposed to do is put the hot dog in the bun and then put the condiments on. If you do it like this, your condiments will go off the bun and go everywhere. So I'm fucking up right now.
Things besides the spicy mayo, so go ahead and put some ketchup on those buns.
Yeah, this is a really bad idea.
Almost done. Alright, I think we're good. One last check. Yes, we're looking good. They're looking plump and juicy, cooked. Gonna go ahead and deliver it straight to the bun, like so.
Those are big hot dogs too. Damn, those are pretty big.
Perfect. Turn your heat right off so that way you don't accidentally keep the stove on. Got some nice spicy mustard.
Oh my god, see? This is not right. Making a fucking mess. That is a mess.
We got a little squirter there.
I'm gonna go pick that up. It's gonna go all over the place.
So when you're done, what do you have? Two juicy, hot, ready to eat American style hot dogs. They look a little messy, but that's because it's poorly cooking with the king. And a bowl of hot, ready to eat beans. But they're still steaming hot here. I'm gonna probably dig in soon before they cool down. And that is it. You got toasted buns. You can add whatever you like. Like I said, traditional with the works is spicy mustard.
How old was I in this video? This was 8.5 years ago. Let's see. October 2010. Yeah, so 8.5 years ago. Landscapers are outside. I guess I gotta close the window. So that was what? 8.5 years ago. Right now I'm 36. So I was like 27? 27 and a half? I guess. I don't know. I'm bad at math. Finance major, bad at math.
Sauerkraut, chopped onions, and relish. That's called the works. And that really is traditionally in America what people put on their hot dogs. So for me, like I said, unfortunately I didn't buy the ingredients this week. I completely forgot. So, but anyway, that's it for this episode of Cooking with the King. That thing's ready to eat. I'm hungry. I'm going to dig in. And maybe next time we'll go for something a little bit more complicated, something that has a little bit more cooking time or whatever, but I guess we'll have to see what I'll have available. But anyway, that is it.
Wow, that was messy. Today I can make a much better hot dog. I would put all the good condiments on it and stuff it up. By the way, I wouldn't buy those style of buns. They have these buns that are called outdoor buns that actually have those like little small seeds on them, and they're much bigger than that, and they're hearty. So if you're gonna get a big hot dog, you want to get the outdoor bun, so you can load it up with condiments. Yeah, if I did that today, it would look much, much better than what I just did right now. That's for sure. All right, hold on. I'm gonna close my window. These landscapers are gonna be loud as hell. All right, hold on.